And hello, my fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome once again, finally, to the full version of Rectifier in Bloom. So, you guys are probably wondering, why am I playing this game again? Didn't I play this already? And you'd be right, I did play this already on my channel. However, that was the free demo version I played. This version is the paid version, and no, that doesn't mean I actually paid for it, but I actually signed up. I sent them an email to sign up to so I could play the bot version a little early, I guess. And I was putting this off because I wanted to finish DDLC Blue Skies first. But now that I finished with the Sayori route, I will be going over the other routes in Blue Skies eventually. But there's a couple of games that I want to play first, and this is one of them. So I was given this paid version by Flowers for Joy herself, and as a so I need to say is what once thank big shout out to Flowers for Joy for giving me this copy early. To and just to catch you up, this is version, if I'm right, version 0.558 so for Windows. So I'm not sure if I have access to all the routes, but I do know I have access to some of them. And apparently, there's actually more content put into it. Yeah, there's more content in this version than there was in the original. So, anyways, I think I actually moved all my save files over to. Oh no, I didn't actually. I actually deleted them. Oh right. Okay, so let's see. Let's get started. Would you like the protagonists to be visible, or would you prefer them to be invisible? I prefer to have a visible MC, thank you very much. I like seeing the main characters, like what they look like, compared to me. Huh? How do you want to look? Okay, so I chose masculine last time for the free demo version, because that's what I went with. I went with the free demo version. For this version, I'm gonna go with female. I'm gonna be a woman this time. Please type your character's name. Her canon name is Ray. So, but hilariously enough, I actually do have an OC named Ray that I use for role playing purposes on my friend's server. And hilariously enough, it's actually spelled quite similarly, only replaced the Y with an I. That's literally how my my OC's name is spelled, like near identical. It's just replaced one letter and that's it. So you know what, we're gonna call her Ray. All right, so whom do you choose, Ray? This version of the game contains Greer, Lior, and Stills routes. If the remaining routes will slowly be rolled out throughout July via updates. All right, so I only have access to 3 routes. So the other 4, I'd probably have to actually buy the full version. I was given early access here. So this is an early access version. I'm sorry I put this off for a long while, but I'm gonna I'm gonna start with Greer because I started with Greer last time, so why not do the same with this one? More than the embodiment of greed, Greer is a former pirate captain and current member of the criminal syndicate known as Espectros. Gold doesn't just line this man's pockets, but his heart as well, and yet he's never revealed his true name or face to you, and he doesn't seem keen on the idea either. Well, of course, we're gonna start with Greer. Let's get into it. Also, there's apparently more options in this version. Greer's route, Golden Days. I'm actually very excited. I'm very excited to see what changes there are. And hey, this was written by Joy herself, so who knows? This might actually be really, really good. Light kisses the water and it shimmers beneath it. It shimmers beneath it. You peer into the endless blue, no longer sick from the motion. You think about your favorite journey, your favorite novel. Or your journey, your favorite novel. Okay, think about your journey. Oh yeah, and there's also so to explain this little mechanic, there are 3 variations of certain choices. The red one is more straightforward, the blue one is more shy, and the green one is just neutral. It's just that, it's plain. It's basically plain thoughts. I'm gonna go with the green one. The journey has been noticeably uneventful from what you're used to. No fighting, no running, no negotiating with the evildoers of the world. It's change of pace. The ocean isn't too different from the vastness of space. the perfect place to meditate when the seasickness doesn't get you. Your head is a wonderful emptiness, your body and mind lulled into pleasant stasis. You wonder if this is the existence of a bird at flight, a worm in the dirt, a fish in the current. The truest state of being, and there was no way in which the person should live, was there? Greer lived most of his early life like this at sea. You're among the stars, no one way better than the other. You imagine your journey will be akin to an adventure of Justice Hale and an Adventures of Justice Hale entry. New surprises around every corner, enabling you to learn through trial and tribulation that what the true meaning of life was. Fortunately, before you can fully explore the idea you brought back to consciousness by Captain Greer's call. Oh, okay, wait, we got text blips? Okay, that's new. New sounds, I guess? Look, oh, wait, damn it, what voice did I give him? I'm pretty sure I gave him, like, an accented voice. Look alive, gentlemen. And Ray. I like how, wait, I forgot, I literally just immediately forgot that I picked a woman. Cause like, if I picked a guy, cause you would all be gentlemen, but like, I picked Ray now, because I wanted to be a little different this time. He hops down from the cockpit, sporting the cheeky smile. You can see his lips curve beneath his mask. Smile back, cock an eyebrow, look away. You know what, smile back, why not? And me? Yeah, you were the only one lost in your own little world. I wasn't lost in my own world, I was keeping an eye out. Someone has to keep watch for sea monsters. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now you're patronizing me. I'm serious. Even Soldier Boy over there is too caught up in polishing his sword to do the one thing he's good for. I didn't need to know that. Last I checked, it's actually his sword. Think the bastard's too much of a stuck-up aristocrat to even touch himself. It might water down his rich genes or something stupid like that. You make no attempt to suppress your laughter. It's true, Ren seems adverse to anything fun. A noble upbringing will do that to you, it seems. He may consider such a thing to be a waste of time. And Greer is crass enough to pull attention to it. If we weren't talking soon, I'll tell him to take your post. So I could polish my sword? Greer quirks an eyebrow choking back a laugh. Wait, when he's silent a moment too long, making your face flush, you were only joking. What? Just thinking. What? You nearly squawk. I don't know. I just didn't think angels did that kind of thing. That's all. Some of us do. I guess you've got to do something in all that time. No judgment, of course. I just learned something new is all. If Ren was an angel, he would have the cleanest weaponry of all time. And no one would care. He laughs at his own quip, turning to greet Stills as he mopes over. The old man scans his surroundings, as if the ship had been hit by a cannon fire. Though relieved that wasn't the case, he was still woken from what appeared to be a deep nap in his hammock. I'm among the living. He doesn't sound too happy about it. Before he can say another word, Glyph rushes over, nearly knocking over poor Stills in the process. He's practically hopping out of his own skin. We're here already? Already? It's been 3 days. A very long 3 days. Greer nods, spreading out his arms. Welcome to Silver Cove. He says with a flourish, throwing an arm over Glyph's shoulder and pulling him close. Smell that? Glyph doesn't hesitate in taking the enthusiastic whiff. Instantly, his eyes bulge out of his ears flatten. It smells like... He struggles to say, garbage. He chooses his words carefully, but it's rank. You'd fallen suit, and now your eyes are watering from the stench. Some mixture of fish, salt, and, well, garbage. Greer nearly doubles over in a fit of laughter, wiping a tear from his eye. I'm sorry, yes, it's absolutely vile. This mask serves more than one purpose. Despite his words, he takes a deep breath in. Feels good to be home. Somehow he doesn't even sound a little insincere. Maybe that maybe that masks help that maybe that mask helps him with more than just hiding his identity. Percy approaches, a handkerchief pressed to his nostrils. He stuffs it into his pocket theatrically before he speaks. If the smell is bothering anyone, it most certainly him. Of course you come from a land of sewer rats. It's true. Greer starts. I I was raised in the cathedral. There were lots of devout people where I'm from. I'm not proud of it. Greer says all without taking his eyes off the coast. Percy can only sneer in response. Hey, Emil, my boy! We're not staying here, are we? It looks packed. You don't even hear him approach, and you definitely didn't see him approach as he phases out of his invisibility. Nah, we can't afford it, even if we wanted to. We're only here to restock on some essentials and a few non-essentials. Red's voice joins the group, and he stands arms crossed against the railing. So we can't afford to stay here, but we can afford to shop. Your logic is as crooked as you. It's called having a budget, meathead. I guess I should have used the term rations so you'd better understand. My apologies. He doesn't sound very apologetic. See, Silver Cove carries a variety of items you can't find anywhere else in all of Illyria, including weapons. You can almost swear you see Ren perk up a little at that, but he doesn't say anything more, opting to just huff and stare into the distance. As if on cue, Lior ambles over, practically dancing. My boy! I used to perform at the Diamond Assembly in the Silver Cove quite frequently when I was a teen. It's not so bad. Just don't travel alone, or heavy-pocketed. Lior tacks on with a devilish grin. Trust me, though, they're the worst places to be. You're inclined to believe him, too. Greer and Lior are the most worldly of the bunch, after all. Just how big is this budget of yours, Jolly Roger? Lior says it in such a way you aren't sure if he's speaking literally or not anymore. Small. What do you want? Greer responds deadpan. Lior presses his fingers into Greer's chest, seemingly unperturbed as he walks them up his bare chest before meeting his eyes. It's perfectly choreographed. You feel annoyed, indifferent, honestly kind of amused. Amused. It was fascinating watching their dynamic. There wasn't a name for you to think of. It wasn't depicted as justice novels, and definitely wasn't one Nephilim engaged in. You think with the honeyed words and physicality, they'd have a romantic or at the very least sexual interest in each other, but you were sure that wasn't that. You'd have to ask Greer about it at some point. Maybe Lior as well, or would that take the fun out of it if they made aware of the nature of their relationship? You couldn't decide. You'd have to think on it more. All I need is a nail file. Is that too much for your budget? I can manage. I hope food and soap were factored in already. If they're not, please prioritize that. I love them, but I can't see straight when Ren or Glyph walk past me sometimes. He says, pinching his nose and sticking on his tongue. In that case, you're surprised Silvercove's stench didn't seem to be bothering him. Don't worry, I don't need to take the stench home with us. Good. You aren't going alone, are you? Or did I sell you your opportunity to ask me out? Greer scoffs, shaking his head at Lior's already batting eyelashes. I should have guessed you'd ask Glyph over me. You always do. Oh no, I didn't invite him either. We have fun, but he gets excited about everything. Not to mention, I have to buy him treats the whole time to keep him satisfied. You could just tell him no, you know. Now with those puppy eyes. I'd planning on asking Ray, actually. Your ears perk up, as though you weren't already listening. Though I plan to do it less offhandedly. Ah, the obvious guess. Surprised you had the courage. Greer squints at him suspiciously, but as he takes his leave without another word, just a mischievous smile plastered on his face. What do you say? Well, I will. As enthusiastic as always. It's a shopping trip in a dangerous city. What's there to be enthusiastic about? Nay, just try to break my heart. You can't quite assess his tone. Is it sarcasm or is he actually stung by that? I don't understand. How about spending time together? Just you and me. Is that not exciting? This feels like a question meant to trick me. I want, I want you to I want you to come if you want to go, Ray. I won't take it personally if you'd rather not. I don't mind. If it helps, there are quite a lot of bookstores in Silver Cove. I thought you might enjoy. Your heart swells at that. I would enjoy that. I'm almost interested in seeing your stomping grounds, as you call it. You are? He appears to be taken aback by that. Maybe my ears are deceiving me. You're honestly going to drag Ray into that sewer with you. You're plenty capable enough. You needn't insult them with doing the party's errands. Any, any one of us, even the brainless general, would serve just as well. I didn't realize you were their keeper now. Percy's face scrunches up. I care about their safety. They're a near immortal entity. No urchin in the world stands a chance in picking their pockets. Your hubris will be the death of us all. Hopefully just you. How about you relax and let Ray speak for themselves, oh Holy One? Isn't speaking for a deity some sort of sacrilege? Or does it not count because it's you? Greer taunts. Percy doesn't respond immediately. This is your best chance to interject. I'll be fine. I have every reason to believe that I'll be fine. You will, but you will be inconvenienced, bored. You're suited for better things. Like what? Occupying your bed quarters? Cross-stitching? Percy clicks his tongue. To name a few. I've made my decision. There's a bookstore I want to visit. What of those ones I just bought for you? We've been in the ship for 3 days. I finished them all. All of them? There were at least 10! I'll need more. Greer needs to only shoot a look at Percy that suggests, what else will you try? Regardless of what you say, Greer will try to make some admittedly childish jab at Percy. You won't interfere unless it gets out of hand. Very well. For what it's worth, I hope you enjoy yourself, Ray. As for you, Captain, I hope the vermin reclaim you. They wouldn't possibly let me back in the cathedral, but thank you. Perish, pirates. Percy spits as he makes his leave. He let Percy have the last word, for his own sanity, if nothing else. You go nose-blind to the stench by the time you and Greer disembark the ship. Fafnir. Ooh, I forgot the ship was named Fafnir. That's really cool. Cliff waves you both off, wildly, even going so far as to howl. It's almost as if you both are leaving for weeks, not hours. If such a thing were the case, there is no way you wouldn't have taken him with you. Leora merely wiggles his fingers from his spot leaning on the deck. Emil and Stills are nowhere to be seen, the latter having returned to his nap. Meanwhile, Ren and Percy, despite their differences, watch you both like a pair of hawks from opposite ends of the ship. The dock itself is bustling, children sprinting one after one another, crowds of people moving in every direction, clusters of residents talking much too loudly for standing across from one another. You tail Greer as he seamlessly weaves through the hustle and bustle. You wish he'd held your hand, as getting through the crowds wasn't nearly effortless. He manages to find a less concentrated part of the dock waiting for you to catch up. I knew it was going to be like this. Try not to get too skittish, okay? Okay. I believe I can manage. Even if you can't, there's no shame in it. Just let me know if it becomes too much. You nod, smiling over this ever so slightly to yourself. Whatever nerves you had before were dust in the wind now. However, you couldn't help but wondering if what Percy said was true. What's going on in this errand beyond the capabilities, or rather below a rectifier? About Percy earlier. Heh, I'm not even a little surprised. Nor am I concerned about what he had to say. Maybe not, but he didn't need to insult you on my behalf. I've heard I've heard much worse, don't worry. Insults only sting if there's truth behind them. He knows nothing about me, and most certainly not about my way of living. In the same vein, he doesn't know a thing about you or your way of living, even if he's read it all at books. You're not responsible for his actions. If you ask me, though, however, you choose to be a rectifier is for you and only you to decide. I'd rather you only join me if you truly want to, not out of any sense of duty or obligation. I didn't. Good. But that begs the question. Did you decide to join me? You already know for fun curiosity. Uh, you already know. We discussed it before. I wanted to see a bookstore, as well as where you grew up. Oh no, I was just wondering if there was anything else, though you aren't one to hold back. Regarding where I grew up, there isn't much else to see. The cathedral I was raised in burned down a long time ago. So you were raised in a cathedral? That wasn't just a witty remark? The best insult the best insults have a truth to them, remember? Have they not rebuilt the cathedral since? They have, but you could hardly call it the place I grew up now, could ya? I suppose not. Don't worry, they have yet to burn the entire city down. Though the day is still young. Are you not saddened by that? No, in the least. My home is where my heart is. You aren't sure you understand that sentiment entirely. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing that can be fully understood through dialogue alone. Even so, you have to fight the urge not to ask more. Instead, you ask, well, where do we go first? Depends whose stuff I should pick up first. Do you have a shopping list? Greer points to his temple. Got it all right here. Besides, not much of a list since I avoided Ren and Percy's requests. Just got to get things for Glyph, Leor, Stills, and Emil. I tell you what, how about you choose where we go first? Alright. What did they ask for? He mulls over your question for a moment, recalling something. What didn't Glyph ask for is a better question. It's practically a grocery list. I'm just going to close my eyes and point something and that's what we'll get. I really shouldn't ask him when he's hungry. But when isn't he, you know? On the other hand, Emil didn't ask for a damn thing. He never does, even when I ask him multiple times. I understand he's used to living with nothing, but he's got to want something, anything. I'm just going to get him whatever I think he'll use. Maybe a lamp for that cave of a cabin of his. I stub my toe nearly every time I've entered that room. As for Stills, I had to write down what he wanted, but I can't. I didn't write down what he wanted, but I can't read that. Can you? You take a close look at this little paper Greer produces out of his chest pocket. Some medicinal ingredient, no doubt. Guessed by a sheer amount of letters jumbled together. I'm just going to hand the paper over to the store clerk and hope for the best. Otherwise, he's on his own. So where to? All right. We'll go from bottom to top. Let's go Stills first. We should get Stills thing. The pharmacy is just down this way, if I remember correctly. You enter the pharmacy. You're immediately met with the smell of isopropyl alcohol. Better that than the sickening metallic smell of blood. Greer pulls the slip of paper out and heads straight to the counter. Oddly, amongst the healing instruments and tonics, there were assortments of armor and weapons. It's almost unfortunate Stills and Ren couldn't experience it together. I have 3 different kinds here just below the counter. I'll see if we have any more in the back. Just a moment. They disappear into the back while Greer stands ogling his options. Psst, Ray! You come over, only for him to pull pull you to the rest of the distance. The cheapest one here is 30 silvers. You take a look at the others, 40 and 50 silvers respectively. Before you can even think over your options, you see Greer's hand phase through the glass. Stop him! Don't! Greer rips his hand from the glass before he can speak. Why? It's unnecessary. We have the funds. If we didn't, we can't simply let Stills purchase it for himself. Figured I could make the old man happy and get a discount. Either purchase it or don't. Don't rope me into it. I wasn't trying to. Look, I wasn't thinking, okay? Not upset it's your way of life. But it isn't mine. Of course. No luck. That's all we have. It's no problem. I'll take this one. This one for 40 silvers? No, the one for 30 silvers, please. Will that be all? Greer can only chuckle wryly as he sifts through his coin pouch. That'll be all. He drops the coins and resists the urge to snatch a bottle out of the poor shopkeeper's hand. Let's go. Whew. Are you okay? At least one of us was robbed. So, where to? Alright, let's go on meals next. You say you wanted to get a lamp for a meal. Let's find a stall. There's bound to be one that sells that. This lamp, it's so pretty. It is, but this isn't a lamp, it's a lantern. Specifically, it's a lantern used for the Dancing Stars Festival. The stall vendor only nods. Have you ever been? Only once. Though you can see the lights from anywhere in the city on that night. It's honestly breathtaking. The city is golden, just as the sun is setting still till the sun rises the next day. I'd love to see it. It would be something to see from up in the clouds. You give Greer a strict look. The vendor appears to be more confused than condemning. If such a thing were possible, of course. He says, trying his best to recover. He's right, though. If you were able to fly above the city, you could see the entire city lit up by the golden lanterns. You take Greer with you to see, but you remember how terrified he was the last time you flew him around. And as if he read your mind, don't even think about it. I thought it would be nice. I'll protect you. I won't force you. I won't force you. Unless you're in danger again, that is. I have plenty of other ways to escape. That's true. It's an absolute last resort. The only hindsight is being held by you. The only highlight is being held by you. I can hold you without doing that, though. Look at him blush. The vendor simply clears his throat. I'll take you to see the festival myself one day. If we don't all meet our ends, that is. You only laugh it off. The last thing you need is a reminder of the very real reality that awaits you all. What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? It's Greer talking, not me. Something about it immediately reminds you of a meal. Perhaps it's the unconventional look, or the sharpness of the metal surrounding the glass shade itself. You take a proper look at the oil lamp before you. It's decorated with a stained glass pattern, and the lamp itself is an egg shape. I like it. Reminds me of him. Greer gives it a proper look, hand resting on his chin. A meal reminds you of an egg, huh? I can't deny that. You don't respond. Do you think Emil would like it? Emil will appreciate us even thinking about him, right? That's true. We'll take it. Greer leans into you to whisper. We wasted enough on this gentleman's time. That'll be a silver. And it's a steal. Where to? Alright, Glyph's next. Let's get Glyph's treat. What did you have in mind for him? Anything will do. I think he'd like a dessert. Works for me. There should be a stall ran by these twins I grew up with. They've been selling cookies since before they could walk. Don't let their sweet faces fool you, though. They're impossible to barter with. Believe me, I've tried. You find yourself at the stall as you of, as you expected, identical twin sisters. The idea behind twins has always fascinated you. Justice found himself enthralled with a set of identical twins himself, a woman and a man. Ray and Celine Arcelli, Justice's love interest, with whom he's in a near constant love triangle with. Though the though these twins he spoke of were much older than you were envisioning from Greer's description before. It's true they've been merchants for a long time, and now they have their own children hanging off their hips. Afternoon, ladies. You're still alive? Maybe the tales are true and I'm actually a ghost. A watery grave wouldn't keep you away from our dark chocolate-covered almonds. Alas, it's true, but I'm actually on a diet. His coin purse was on a diet, that is. What brings you here and your friend? We have a friend. He loves just about anything sweet. As men tend to do. I thought about asking one of you two to keep him company, but settled for just getting him one of your baked goods instead. Sweet talking won't reduce the price, you know. What's the finest we can get for 2 silvers? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Of course! The women motioned to the glass display case. We just perfected the recipe. It's some pastry that resembles a hamburger? But it's clearly a confectionery with a sweet cream inside, and dusting the powdered sugar. Looks delicious. What do you think, Ray? Glyph who? We'll take a dozen. Yeah. I have to try it. I've never seen anything like it. Let's see how we can remedy that. How many can we get for 2 silvers? Normally 4. But if you spread the good word, we'll give you 6. How's that sound, ghost man? You can put that silver tongue to good use. You go to answer, but are stopped by Greer's hand. It sounds like I need a sample before I can make my final decision. Without another word, a playful raise in eyebrow, they hand you both a piece of their pastry. The way they move is almost unnerving, considering they aren't clones like Lior, or so you think. Otherwise, you'll have to reevaluate your knowledge of humans. You two exchange a similar glance before diving in. Of course, it's sweet, very much so, but it's also so soft and doughy, like a donut, but with a noticeable nuttiness and milkiness. The whipped cream breaks the sweetness in half. It's simply magical. You close your eyes to better savor it. The moan was involuntary. That good, huh? He should know. He's eating it himself. What do you call these? St. Selma's. He hands over 3 silvers to the twins. A tip for the excellent service. And because you little tykes are just too cute. Pleasure doing business with ya. You both take your leave, walking while eating your portion of the St. Selma's you bought. You remember my sister, don't you? Crossbones? Obviously, that wasn't her actual name, just like Greer wasn't his real name. I only met her briefly when I met you. All you need to know is that she was sweet on one of the twins while growing up. He cast a look over his shoulder. I couldn't tell you which one, though. I could never tell them apart. She was always too shy to confess her feelings to Mary? Or maybe it was Margaret. I thought when we got older, Jo enjoyed Espectros, she gained enough courage to ask her out for a drink. That was until she saw the twin had a little one. I tried telling her it was no big deal, but she wasn't hearing it. I've never seen someone get over an infatuation so quickly. Damn, these are good. You chuckle in agreement. The Selma was was so good he interrupted himself. You can only nod along as you listen to him, shoving St. Selma's down your face as you wander to your next destination. Did we get something for everyone? I believe so. Wait! I almost forgot Leo's nail file. If I remember correctly, there should be a bookshop in the same strip. Yes, there is. Do you see it? You look down the way and spot a little shop with bookshelves outside. There's even a sign that reads Justice, latest edition now in store. I could have sworn I saw stars in your eyes just then. You waited so patiently. You're going ahead. I I'll meet you there after, okay? Okay? He smiles down at you for a moment. His eyes have a certain look you can't quite pinpoint. Did your eyes look like that when you saw the Justice advertisement? You wonder? He clears his throat, shaking his head before waving you off. You arrive not long after. You spend almost all your time reading the newest edition. This particular tale is nothing short of genius. Justice seeks a legendary key and an ancient treasure alongside a group of novice treasure hunters. If that wasn't bad enough, they're up against the nation's dictator and all of his retainers and resources looking for the same key to expand his already great power. All while avoiding prison time, the dangers of the jungle the key is said to be stored in, and the wrath of the dictator's military. Tonino Vivaldi? Excuse me? Hmm? You don't recognize the man, nor does it seem that you're in his way. He just smiles at you. Yes? You continue to tear yourself away from the wonderful world you found yourself transported to. Yes? Hello, my name is Tonino Vivaldi. I'm a member of the Performers Guild here in the Diamond Assembly. The name sounds familiar, the Diamond Assembly. Has anyone ever told you that you're the spitting image of Celine Kelly? You know, one of the love interests in the book you're reading. Oh wait, it's because like if we choose the male, it would have said Ray. I'm pretty sure, right? Or wait, oh wait, no, it was the Ray name for both of them. I don't know. We're reading. It's honestly uncanny how much you look like her. You'd hope so. You modeled yourself after them, after all. I've heard it, yes. I've heard it said. I'm a recruiter. From the moment I saw you, I had to ask you to join our guild. Before you answer, the gig pays handsomely. He puts his hand in the side of his face, as if he's going to whisper a secret to you. And that's not even counting the fame. He titters. Of course, before you answer, you have to eat a little less, or walk a little more. What do you mean? Your weight, darling. Celine Arcelli is what every woman desires to look like. You're pretty enough, but quite chunkier than Justice would like. I can already immediately feel myself wanting to punch this guy in the face. What would he know about what Justice likes? You modeled yourself after his first iterations of Celine. She is perfection, her body included. You were sure no matter size she was, she would be fine. She would be. And Justice would agree. There, what? You look over as Greer's standing, still as stone. Who are you? Their friend. And who are you? The one offering your friend the opportunity of a lifetime. Is that Roy? He looks over to you, the new novel still tight in your grip. From where I stood, it sounded like you were insulting how they look. It's a minor adjustment. All actors have to. They clearly aren't interested. Am I wrong? You shake your head. Let her speak for herself. With another word, Greers pulls back his coat to reveal a dagger in his hip. The crest of the blade is unmistakable. The specter's eyes. The recruiter's own eyes grew. A bead of sweat trails down his face. His legs start to tremble. You can't be sure if he'll choose to fight or take flight. You'll disappear one way or the other. Though, I'm sure you'd prefer your method over mine. He answers your question from before. Not another word escapes his lips, as he dashes through the crowd, effectively disappearing. Are you alright? It was only an insult. Sometimes they can cut deeper than this blade. Don't listen to him, or anyone else for that matter. Your perfection. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like scrutinizing a diamond. Flaws and all, it's a beauty to behold and a privilege. Do you understand? You think I'm pretty? You know, let's be a little daring this time. You think I'm pretty? You think I'm pretty? No, I know it. And so do you. I just don't want you to doubt it. because some non-starter said otherwise. But my worry is misplaced. Thank you, Greer. It was unnecessary as he was about to get a proper tongue lashing before you arrived. But you saved me the trouble. It's the least I can do. I never thought of you as the White Knight type. Don't act like you don't eat that shit up. If Justice had done the same, you'd be molding clay. You can only roll your eyes, fighting the smile growing on your face. And losing. I guess you technically already are, since you changed your appearance and all that. He says, bringing his hand to his chin, now deep in thought. Greer coughed, startling you. Maybe you should go back to the pharmacy and get him something. The least, the le- the last thing the crew needs is to catch a cold. You finished the book already? Um, no, not yet. Maybe if the recruiter hadn't interrupted, I might have. It's fine. It's only the first in the series, I'll have to wait for the rest, anyways. Is the entire series out? Yes, it comes in a set that they keep in a box. You point to the sign advertising it. It's 60 silver, though. You see Greer's eyes bulge. You watch as they meet yours. He shakes his head and contemplates something. Hold out your hand. You do so absentmindedly, shooting him a look of confusion. He, he gently sets a pouch in your palm. Here's some silver. Go get that set so we can go. Seriously? This is more than the medicine. But this set is more expensive than the medicine we got for stills. I know, don't remind me. Are you not feeling well? Is there something else I'm not understanding? It's just, it's a gift. I just wanted to do something nice for you. I'm capable of doing nice things. You know that, right? His tone is hard to sense, more than usual, that is. I wanted to do it since you came all this way out here with me. It's not a necessity, though. It is. Boredom can be a fate worse than death on long sea travel. Trust me, I know. Well, in that case, thank you, Greer. It's nothing. It's 60 silver, actually. Sarcasm. Ray, remember? Right. You don't need to hear anything else. The sun starts to set as you purchase the book. You hug it to your chest as you find your way back to the docks. You know, I'm not even sure if this is the place I grew up. It's much too behaved. They must know an angel was coming to town. You shake your head. It most likely because Greer is in town. If the recruiter's reaction is anything to go by, it's hard to believe this was the same man. You you don't have much more time to think about it as you catch a glimpse of the ship in all its glory. Before we go back, this is for you. Ah, you got me a flower? As a thank you for accompanying me. They're called golden hours. This wasn't necessary. You already bought me these books. What's one more gift? It's just a flower. Did friends give each other flowers? You suppose they could, and evidently did. Wasn't like Greer to do so though, especially when he could have just easily took one for free. Thank you, really. I had a great time. Truly? You should say that again when you see Percy. You hold onto the flower and book while Greer carries the rest of the supplies you've acquired. Who knew something as simple as shopping could be so exhausting? You all made it to the docks before the sun fully sets, the closure to a wonderful day upon you. Though the excitement of reading more of your book before bed helps ease the disappointment. They're back! He sounds so relieved. Slowly the others approach. First Percy, followed by close by Ren and Leor, with Emil and Stills lagging behind. Can I give you one last thing? You're not an instinct. What else could he have possibly gotten you? Aww, that's cute. That's so adorable. Your confusion only grows as he reaches for your hand and brings it to his clothed lips. His eyes look up to find yours. All you can do is blink. You're surprised by the sensation, surprised that you like how it feels. Well, what's this for? Because I wanted to, but also because I wanted to see your eyes in this light. You blink once at that. It's stunning. Almost makes you want to pluck them out and wear them as a necklace. Don't do that. He chuckles. I'm not going to. I can never harm a pretty thing like you. You're too precious. Truly one of a kind. Good. I was only joking. A little. I'm sure someone else could. But I wouldn't let them. I swear it. Should I change how they look? No, please don't. You saw how vicious he got at someone just insulting you. There was no telling what he'd be capable of if someone brought you physical harm. He releases your hand slowly and walks up the dock like it was nothing. You probably always wonder why he'd done such a thing, had you not seen the look of sheer terror on Percy's face. As petty as it was, you couldn't be mad about it. Was it just to make him mad, though? The St. Selma's didn't last more than a minute in Glyph's grasp. Greer had a wonderful idea to get a recipe for them for Glyph at some point. Emil was left speechless. He tried to insist that it was a waste of money and time, but Greer didn't let him talk himself down. Still, was delighted that Greer managed to find it in the first place. He was skeptical how Greer obtained it, but Greer only shrugged when he asked. As for you, you stayed up the rest of the night reading your book, and you planned to read it many more on your way to the next destination. Your golden hour rose, serving as a source of light with which to read them. The parting kiss is still tingling in the back of your hand. You knew none of this would last forever, but the best things never did. Wow, that was really good. I really liked all the improvements you made from the demo version. And that was just the first route of the game. Alright, look at that, he's on the title now. This is really good. This is really good. I absolutely love this. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason